Hello everyone, good morning. Welcome back to our YouTube channel. Our or mine?
It's yours.
Okay. So, what I'm gonna listen eh?
Okay, yeah. Okay, we decided to do this one a little different from the Filipinas perspective more. Okay, honey, go ahead.
Like it's my based on my experience for American husband. Okay, so number one, it's like electric. Electric. Yeah. Um when he used, he didn't off quickly, like when he go in the bathroom or in the kitchen, he didn't off, right? He didn't off. What am I saying? I'm just like,
Okay, what she's trying to say is for Filipina, when they, if I'm sitting in the chair and I've got electric fan on me, if I'm sitting in a chair and I've got electric fan on, I get up to go to the bathroom, the CR, and I leave the electric fan on while I go use the CR. She's yelling at me. I get up to get me a cup of coffee. I don't turn the electric fan off while I stand up. She's yelling at me because to them, if it's you move, you turn off. It's like I'll leave the TV on and I can still hear it when I go to the CR. But she's like, "Why you not pause? Why you not pause? Why you not off?" It drives me crazy.
we need to budget. Okay. Number two is always make sure that you have a tissue in the CR or bathroom, because American, they always use a tissue when they use NCR, right?
Yeah. Um, Filipinas, they use a dipper and they wash.
Yeah, we use a dipper.
Me, if I'm gonna go through the trouble of washing instead of just cleaning, I'm gonna do and then take a shower. If I've got to wash my, then I'm going to take a shower. So they do. A matter of fact, there's a lot of hotels and stuff like that you'll stay in. There'll be a sign that says, "Do not put tissue in the toilet." So they, because a lot of the plumbing here isn't designed for it. It's small pipes, so it's not designed for the tissue. It plugs up, has lots of problems. Just keep that in mind when you're here, and don't expect when you go into CR here, comfort room, which is the same as restroom in Western country. Do not expect there to be tissue there. They call it tissue, toilet paper, whatever, but there's probably not going to be any there unless you're in a higher end hotel or facility. So keep that in mind. I usually carry some in my bag if I'm going to be out for a while or overnight. I carry it in my bag. Just keep that in mind.
Okay, number three is like when we eat, uh, he put everything on his plate, like egg or what is this? You make vinegar.
Yeah, my hot sauce.
It's even it's not combination for me. For me. Okay.
Yeah, now that goes to just different cultures. I mean, in the United States, you go to a restaurant, diner that has breakfast, there's hot sauce on the counter. Um, Filipinas, they don't use that, but then they use other things like they'll use ketchup on fried chicken. So it's just difference in culture, and she's just trying to make sure that everybody understands.
Yeah, but this is my based on my experience. So number four, like mineral water. Make sure that we have always mineral water in house because he didn't drink in the faucet.
Yeah, that's something to remember and try to explain if you're coming here to meet a Filipino or if you're a Filipina trying to that's got a foreigner. When they come visit, make sure you have mineral water and not just to drink, for to cook with.
Yeah, for the cook.
Do not use the tap water. I've become kind of used to it over the several trips here, and I'm from a rural area where I used to drink out of streams and stuff since I was a kid. But if you drink the tap water or use it to cook, most foreigners will get sick and have can get diarrhea. In Mexico, they call it Montezuma's revenge. Pretty much the same thing here. Just kind of keep that in mind. Use mineral water to cook, mineral water to drink, mineral water for coffee. And one of the biggest problems with that is that if you get ice that you don't make yourself, chances are it's probably not mineral water, it's probably tap water. So, kind of the same thing that they tell you when you go to Mexico. Avoid the water, avoid the ice. Just remember the mineral water most of the time's been filtered at least one extra time. So that's always safe and very helpful to remember.
Yeah, number 5, like what is this, honey? Show affection, like kiss and hug.
Yeah, the culture here is a little different. In Western countries, you walk down the street holding hands, you hug, you can give a kiss in public.
Hold your hands.
Right. Here in the Philippines, it's not as common. You don't see husband and wife walking down the road holding hands lots. You hardly ever see somebody kiss in public. And it took me a while to get her used to that. In Philippine culture, it's just that's private. But in Western culture, if you show affection in public, that's showing your love to everyone. So that took a little while. Any Filipinos listening need to understand that lots of times if the man goes to give you a hug or a kiss in public and you push him away, don't give him a hug or a kiss in public, he starts to think that maybe you have reason you not want anybody to know you're with him. So remember that, and Westerners remember that Filipinos, it'll take some work on your part to get them used to it usually.
And here, if like a Filipino or Filipina, they just doing a rumors.
Yeah, they're afraid of gossip, chismis. They call it chismis, maritas here.
Marites.
It's just gossip, and there's a lot of gossip here. I don't care what people say, and I've got her to the point where she doesn't care as much either. And anybody in this barangay that they all know me here. It's just going to be Maritas here anyway because I'm pretty much the only American around. And during the whole COVID thing, there was very, very few foreigners here. Now lots are coming to visit the Philippines again. So you'll kind of stand out. Believe me, people will notice you just being a foreigner.
Okay. Number 6 is always use a fork and spoon or serving spoon in the food. Because when you eat in your hand, it's kind of disrespectful for the foreigners.
Yeah, I've touched on that before. eating habits here are different. Um, you know, they a lot of Filipinos will use their hands to eat the
Yeah.
rice, not just like we do for a sandwich or a piece of chicken, but they use it to eat rice. They use it for everything. So the Filipinos need to understand that it's give and take. We as foreigners have to accept some of your culture and you have to accept some of ours, but that's one of the main things that you can easily do to for the Westerner is to use serving spoons and use your silverware. And Westerners need to understand that if you're at a Filipino's house, they, depending on, you know, the level, lots of times they don't use a serving spoon. They'll try to use the same spoon they use on their plate to get the food out. So just kind of be prepared for that and not be shocked. Prepare yourself.
Yeah.
My rule's pretty simple. If I'm at somebody's house, however they do is their business. But when somebody come to visit me, they know that to use the serving spoon.
Serving spoon.
Yeah. And when I'm eating, I try to be as respectful as I can, and lots of times I just look at my plate and eat my food. Something else, we eat a lot faster than Philippine culture. Philippine culture, they're very slow to eat, very calm Philippine time. And I'm used to eating very quickly and going on doing whatever else I need to do. So just keep that in mind also.
So the last number 7. He's kind of messy sometimes. Like on his table, all of his stuff is there, like coffee, charger, his snack. What else?
Cigarettes.
Oh, cigarette lighter. So all of that stuff is together on his table.
It's a constant thing here. You know, I get up in the morning. I start getting my stuff. I get my coffee. I get my cigarettes. I got my ice tray there, my charger for my phone, whatever else, and I sit there on the table and the coffee table, and that's where I sit most of the day. So I just sit there and things get on the table, and she's all the time coming. Oh, your table very nice. Your table very nice. Why you make a mess? So I tell her that her job is to clean the mess. My job is to make a mess. We both have our own jobs to do.
Crazy.
Respect me. I do my job well. I make lots of mess for you to clean.
Crazy. So we apologize the noisy right now. Our neighbors, they have sound.
Yeah, it's Philippines. You get used to the noise. We try to make it as quiet here as we can. But, you know, we plan to post more videos. Maybe start posting them more often. So we do thank you. Please like, subscribe, and share our videos if you like them to some of your groups. It would help us out greatly, and I think it would help lots of Westerners too to understand. When I was coming here, I watch a lot of the YouTube videos myself, and there's so many of them that's fake. They're not.
They're not real.
They're not real. They're just. So I try to be as real as I can. I don't rehearse. We don't practice. You see, she kind of wrote down
I put the things here in the notebook, so I'm not gonna be confused.
We just all we do before videos, we just
write in the notebook.
I kind of decide what we should talk about. Look at the comments, see what people are asking about, and then I just start talking. And you hear sometimes I ramble on, but She told I need her to start doing some for more Filipina, so their Filipinas start watching and kind of understand what's happening also.
So, yeah, that's all for today. That's 7 things.
Yeah.
Please subscribe our YouTube channel and like. Say bye, Nani.
Bye now, honey.
Bye, everyone.